welcome
Yeah.
to It's a Light Warehouse. Good afternoon, good night,
Sir.
good evening. Just to let you know though, you can't be on no type of podcast without wearing this. So go ahead.
Come on.
Go ahead.
Come on. I got OTB on though.
But it's okay. Before you put that on, maybe let's talk about your brand for a minute.
Hey man, what is my brand? OTB, only the beginning. It's something me and my dog Sam came up with. Just one night we was on FaceTime. I was struggling to come up with a name. Everything was taken, everything good. He was like, nah, you good, man. It's only the beginning. And then I was like, that's hard. And then I just kept thinking about it, only the beginning, day by day. And then I started making up logos on this like shitty app called Kittle. It just started from there. I posted on Snapchat. I was like, what logo you guys think is better? And I started off making the logo only the beginning, the whole word. And then someone was like, you should abbreviate it to OTB. And I was like, oh yeah, that would be hard too. So
What like made you even want to start a brand though? Because you're saying like, this is what happened when I started my brand, but like, why do you even? What made you feel like you needed to do that, or that's your path?
it really started with you. So I remember we was at the event. We were sitting at the table in Dreamer Outfits, selling all the shorts. And then
No,
my dog Ryan.
We wasn't selling all them shorts.
Yeah, we wasn't selling all the shorts.
There was zero shorts being sold. Zero shorts being sold. The real story of this is hilarious because it's not a pop-up, but my first like event that I went to and set up a table with Dreamer Outfits, I sold nothing. Literally, I sat there for 3 hours, like pretended to be on my laptop doing stuff. My phone had died. I'm so bored. I don't know why nobody's coming to the table. And you were there and you was wearing my shorts when I pulled up and I seen you. And then I said, hey bro, can you help me get my stuff out of the car? I got like all this stuff, whatever. Yeah. And you literally went with me to my car. I was there by myself at that event. I didn't sell any shorts. Everything was like laid out nice, the way that I thought was nice. Shout out to Juice God Clothing, because he came over. He's like, yeah, man, let me check out your brand. And he's like looking at it and he's like, bro, I feel like if you pull these out, because people don't really know what's in the bag, because this is how the bag looks. If you just pull these shorts out of the bag, people can feel the material. Yeah. So when they walk by, they can feel the material. And we were just sitting there together. We literally did it. We pulled the shorts out. Within the first like 45 seconds, a lady walked by, touched it. She said, how much are these? She's like, oh yeah, I want to get the pink pair. Sold them in like 45 seconds, bro. Shout out to Juice Guy.
Yeah,
because he really put me on game with that. And that was my first pop-up. And then the second one that I did, we implemented that from the beginning. Went crazy. Like literally sold so much stuff, like more than I imagined could even happen. So just had to skip in and tell that.
Yeah, but before that, before our first event, I had no thought of having a brand. Mm-hmm. And then we pulled up to the second one. I started my own shit, OTB, only the beginning. And then I brought some shirts with me. And I passed them out to my boy Marcus, Charlton, White Iverson. First event, what was it, 3 months after that?
It was like, yeah.
Yeah,
something like that.
3 months. It just took 3 months to get something started.
Like, where did you get the idea or like the mindset to be like, this is the path that I'm about to try? Because you're still in high school, which is impressive because a lot of people are in high school and like they're just on some what everybody else is doing. They're going to parties, they're drinking, they're smoking, doing stuff that really every teenager is doing, but none of them should be doing because it's like, nah, you should be trying to figure out what you want to do with your life, not putting too much pressure on yourself, but not just like trying to blend in with everybody else. So you're being different, like by not doing that.
Yeah.
And you're like, all right, I'm gonna start a brand, and then you're at school promoting it, and like you're not just like, oh, here's this hard T-shirt, and then you're doing everything that everybody else is doing. You're like, here's this clothing brand that I'm showing everybody, but I'm also trying to show you guys that it is only the beginning. It's like, it's the beginning of the next chapter. It's the beginning of what you want to do in your life. Yeah. And you're talking about like chasing your dreams and stuff. But being in high school, I didn't start even talking about or thinking that way until I was like 18 and I was at a job that I hated.
Yeah.
So for you to be in high school, you're like, okay, I'm going to come up with this brand. But not only come up with this brand, I'm going to teach people and show people of how to start something. And it's always just the beginning. And like you push that and push that and push that. And it's impressive, like on the outside. So going back to it, like at what point are you like, this is a brand. This is something that I'm going to pursue. This is something that I'm going to push. And then did the mindset come first or did the brand kind of help you start to develop your mindset?
I say it's been 2 years straight of just constantly learning. I got into the self-help stuff about 2 years ago.
Like
Cause
books and stuff?
yeah, books. My boy Dallin put me on with all that. He was going through like a hard time, and I was just chilling by his side, and I heard like his story of what he went through and how he overcame it. So it was like this man disappeared for like months, and then he came back a whole new person. I was like, bro, you're killing it. I'm like, what are you doing? I was like, I want to be like just like you, cause he's always been like a role model to me. And then that's really what it is. It was like, man, what did I think? What was I? I'm selling.
You'd be smoking too much, huh?
Nah. I'm chilling.
That's how my mind used to be, man. I used to just forget everything. But
I'm just thinking about so much. It's like,
yeah, bro, you just gotta slow down, and you're also like kind of probably nervous and anxious because like there's a light right there, there's a camera right here.
Yeah.
This is different than what you expected. Last time y'all pulled up, you was just filming, and you're just chopping it up with me, and you're just like, oh, it's whatever. And you had just like asked me stuff, and I was just talking. But now that we kind of switched the vibe, and like low key, this is like my first podcast for real. Even though I've done them before and like haven't really, but I'm about to move. The brand is about to get upgraded to like a whole section in my new spot, and we're gonna have like 6 of these racks filled with stuff, and I'm gonna have a podcast studio and stuff like that in the house. So this is something I'm actually trying to pursue. So it's ironic how it happened, and you're like coming over here. I'm planning on like thinking content for my brand as much as possible, because it's easy to be like, oh, I'm about to start this and do this and do this, but then when you really go to do it, you don't know how to implement any type of plan, because you're like, I don't even know what to film. And then you're just like doing stuff. Like, bro, I'm waking up in the morning like, oh, I need to talk about my morning routine. I need to talk about this, and just saying things just to have content. And you have to like have that balance of like, no, I got to like really build a brand, and not just like have people think that I'm building a brand by showing it on social media, which is something that I feel like I was doing for a long time. Like, hey, Dreamer, oh, I'm always rocking Dreamer, and like pushing that and pushing the believe in yourself mentality. But like, I wasn't really living by none of that. I wasn't really believing in myself. I wasn't really like locked in on the things that I need to do. And it's ironic that like all of this is kind of coming full circle to where everything is happening, and now this is a part of it. I want to build a platform to where I'm able to inspire other people to chase their dreams, and inspire other people to do the things that they don't even think is possible for themselves, and help them realize, yeah, bro, it is possible. And there's like a connection that you have to make of like how to do it yourself and how to show people how to do it. Because like you'll be doing it and you'll be trying to show people how to do it, but not even doing it yourself. Yeah. And not even, I'll be showing people my morning routine, and I have no morning routine. Mm-hmm. I'm showing people how to believe in themselves, but I'm doubting myself every day. Yeah. So this is a good, like, I feel like this is a great start, bro, and I feel phenomenal about this. This is literally what I want to do. Like, not just like, oh, podcast and blow it up. I want this brand to be something that I'm growing and investing into, and like making an impact with. And then I want to capture that process and show people, and the people that I meet along the way, like you've impacted me in a lot of ways that you don't even know, by the support that you've given me, and like the constant like just being around. And then always like, you rock my shit, bro. You're wearing my shorts right now. You wear the shorts all the time. All your friends are wearing my shorts. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like you're showing love to me in a way that like I can't even do that to myself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, my friends wear it, but like I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm just appreciative. But it's also crazy because like us filming this is like a full connection for me, because this is what I'm trying to do, and I've been overthinking, how do I start it? How do I do it? How do I do it? This is it, bro. This is it, because this is the process of it. This isn't like, oh, I got to have this perfect podcast set. I got to do this. No, it's here. It's with this in the background. It's talking about this, but also talking about how do we reach that next level? How do I get to that next version of myself, and how do I overcome things and build connections and keep growing and believe in myself and be locked in and be consistent and be disciplined. We're learning as we go. Like, we're learning in our life as we go, and I'm trying to figure out how to balance filming that and showing people that, because I know it's going to help my brand grow. When I'm telling you to believe in yourself, without this involved, you're listening to what I'm saying, you're believing in yourself, you're chasing your dreams, starting your brand, doing this, it's gonna make you fuck with this 10 times more.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out how do I make that connection and make it like, I can't just be like, hey, buy these shorts, you know, hey, these shorts are on sale, boom, boom, and every week that's what I'm talking about. That's not adding value to nobody. I wanna figure out how do I add value to you
Yeah.
with, and if you buy into the brand, you do. If you don't, you don't. But it's my intention behind it is to make the impact. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I kind of just picked all that up. So we was talking about how like the mindset before the brand, how it all started. So yeah, it started with my boy Dallin. I saw how much better he got with like his life and stuff, and just how he kept progressing. And I saw that, and I was like, bro, you got to put me on. I was like, I want to be on the same shit that you're doing right now. And then he was like, bro, let's go. He took me to the gym, and on our drives to the gym, our drives to the gym are just like the craziest talks. Like I wish we could record them, because we'll have some crazy topics, and it's just like he speaks so real, and it's like he knows what it takes to like progress. So I listened to him, and the first thing that he recommended was I started reading books. And the book that he put me on with was the 4 Agreements. And like it's like the first one, be impeccable with your word. The second one is like always try your best, and it's just shit like that. And it's stuff that taught me like nothing really matters. It's just all about like your perspective on life.
Yeah, it shows you that like nothing really matters, but what does matter is like how you perceive things. And that your perception is like, I don't know, the 4 Agreements definitely like made a huge shift for me.
Yeah.
Like it was a good book. But so you feel like books is like the main thing that is like helping you right now? Because obviously it's not like I'm talking to you from a perspective of like, hey, how did you achieve all of this success? Yeah. I'm talking to you of like, this is some like early on, like you probably don't have nothing to show for it. You're in high school. But this is the beginning of it. It's literally only the beginning of your process, but it's cool that we get to have this conversation and like talk about it.
Yeah.
You know? And I kind of want to like just I don't know, bro. I just want to have a genuine like good conversation about the actual grind of it, and like I don't want either one of us to talk from a perspective of like, well, this is what we did and this is how it's working and this is like, yep, this is what everybody needs to do, because that's not the reality for either one of us. What's the real reality is both of us are in our grind right now.
Yeah.
Both of us are trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out how do I sell more T-shirts? How do I get people to buy into the brand? I'm trying to figure out the same thing. Like my shit has leveled up a lot, but I ain't got no $100,000. I ain't got $50,000. I don't have none of that. I have some clothes. I got some people that have, you know, the brand that they are. Some people that support the brand a lot, but I don't have like this huge success to where I'm driving a Tesla and like, bro, I'm still in an apartment trying to figure it out, still working full time, trying to make it work. So we're both in that same type of predicament. You're just really young doing it. So I want to get that mindset of like, what does the future look like for you? What do you want it to look like? What do you want to create? What do you want the brand to become?
Yeah, I just want the brand. Bro, really, what I look up to is you. It's like
I appreciate
it. I see all the inspiration. Like I see like the impact that you can have on me, and I want to have that impact on anyone else that like looks at my brand. It's like I have people message me. They'll be like, "What can I do? What can I do?" And I'll hit them with an answer, and I'll be like, "Damn, I don't even do that myself." It's like, how am I gonna tell them when I'm not doing it myself? So it's really just.
Don't avoid that though.
Yeah.
Like don't be like, well, I'm not locked in, so I can't tell. Because what I've found is that giving advice and helping people like get through what they're going through, when you're giving them advice on that, what the perspective that you're really speaking from is the perspective of you like talking to yourself in a way. So let's say you're asking me, bro, I've been trying to get rid of this and I've been trying to do this habit and blah, blah, blah. What I'm going to say to you is probably what I need to work on the most. And I'm like, well, bro, if you really want to do it, you got to stop bullshitting with yourself. You need to really lock in. And then I have to reflect and be like, man, you can't feel like a fraud, because you can sometimes. You'll feel like a fraud because you'll be like, man, I'm telling them to read every day. I'm telling them to do this, but oh, I ain't read in a month. Oh, I've been eating donuts every day and I ain't been eating healthy. I haven't been going to the gym. You, instead of like looking at it and like being negative on yourself, understand that you have to be the same person for yourself that you are for other people, and we all need that same encouragement. So don't, because like I said, you inspire me as well. I can give you advice all day and then go inside and do the exact opposite of everything I said, and then end up hating myself afterward and being hard on myself, when in reality, all I need to do is give myself that encouragement and understand and believe that I'm capable of changing and believe that I'm capable of becoming better. That same advice that you're giving somebody else, you got to really try to believe in it. And you won't always, but don't let you not being locked in on the things that you are telling other people and then feeling like fraudulent. Don't let that like keep you from giving them people that advice, because what will happen is, the way that I'm sure I was giving you advice that I needed to hear from somebody doing better than me or in a different situation in my perspective, but I gave that advice to you, and then it empowered you to then come back around and inspire me in ways that you would never be able to fathom. And I don't even know right now. It might take you 5 years, you get to this certain spot, and it's like, damn, now that I think about it, he did inspire me to start doing this type of content and doing this and this, but it happened 3 years ago and I don't realize it.
Yeah.
So you don't realize the impact that you'll have on people until way later. So just continue to move with that intention, bro, and like try to keep impacting people. Even though you're not on your shit 100%, you never will be. You'll never be so locked in on everything, because you'll always have new shit that you want to change. You're way better than you was 3 years ago. But I'm sure you look at yourself every day and you're like, man, I hate that I do this. I wish I did this. Wish I did this better. Stop doing that. You need to look at yourself and be like, I'm becoming better. I'm growing. I'm here to inspire, impact people. I'm going to continue to do that. But then also try to do it to myself as well. And then you're going to look for inspiration from other people, but also look within yourself. That's what we lack doing a lot of times, is you can inspire yourself a lot by realizing like the potential that you have. But a lot of people, like, we don't know how to do that. We see ourselves in like a negative light and see like our situation is like, oh, nothing is going good for me. I don't know how to get out of this, or oh, I'm stuck in this habit. And some people don't even get to that realization. They don't even realize the things that are holding them back. They don't even realize the bad habit, or that drinking every day like is holding them back, or like waking up and speaking negative on things is holding them back. So I feel like I'm just like kind of spilling my brain out, but like don't allow your, like, don't doubt yourself, bro. So when you're saying something to somebody, this is something that I need to hear. When you're saying something to somebody, say it with confidence, and even if you're right or wrong about like the advice that you're giving them, it's more about your intention. You're trying to help them better their situation. Don't feel bad about it. Like, don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't overthink it. You feel me?
Yeah. I think that's a problem that I had a lot. It was just overthinking everything that I would do, and then I would either fuck up like bad, or I would just like not do it. And I think now I'm starting to like just go for it, go for everything that I see. It's like, I have an idea for this video, so me and Sam are gonna go film it, or we're gonna go attempt to go film it, and like, it don't matter. It's like us. Like, we said we were gonna go 3 p.m. And I was like, bro, I'm trying to do this. I was like, if we can go later, let's go later. And then some shit happened, and I was like, damn, bro, we don't got no ride. I was like, what are we gonna do? I had to take my grandma's car, and then all this happened. She had to go home, and I was like, bro, we made it.
It works out perfect though, and that's the thing, is like, don't ever force stuff either, because it'll happen how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
And you can't be so attached to how you think it's supposed to happen, or oh, it's got to be so perfect. In all honesty, bro, just go with the flow of things. Like, have your intention to get things done, but then don't be so attached. This is something that the 4 Agreements teaches you. And also another book that I'll recommend is the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. Top tier. I like it better than the 4 Agreements, because it is something that I feel like you can directly apply. Like, for me at least, it was something I was able to directly apply. And one of the lessons that it teaches in there is move with intention, with detachment. Like, I intend to be successful, but if it doesn't happen when I think it's supposed to happen, I'm not gonna judge myself by that. Like, but you judge yourself off the action that you take, and when you realize that your outcomes are actually because of the action that you take, and not because of whatever goal and outcome that you had in your mind. It's really because of taking action. When you focus on taking action instead of outcome, you'll actually get further than your outcome that you had previously set for yourself. Like, hey, I have this goal to hit 100,000. Well, what do I need to hit? Break it down. What do I need to hit 100,000? Well, I really need to get up every day, be productive. I need to. It's not, hey, I need to sell 100 hoodies. It's, hey, I need to talk to 10,000 people, because that's how I'll get those 1,000 people to buy the hoodie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I talk to 10,000 people. So instead of being like, I need to sell, which is an outcome, it's like, what do you need to do? You need to reach out to 10,000 people.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, well, your goal was to sell 1,000 hoodies, but you talked to 10,000 people and 4,000 people bought hoodies. Since you focused on your intention, your outcome is now greater than what you had in mind from just focusing on your outcome. That's a lesson that I learned from that book that is like, I need to reread it. That's one thing that I've lacked on, is reading, like, lately. But when you read stuff like that and then you figure out ways to, like, directly apply it to yourself, it's like life-changing. It's like unlocking a whole code.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But shit, what do you want to talk about?
What do I want to talk about?
I don't want this to be like an interview thing to where it's like, hey, so on January 19th, you started your brand. I just want to flow. You feel me?
Yeah.
So whatever comes to your head, I don't want you to be like overthinking it and nervous and all that. Like, just flow how we was in the kitchen that one day. Because worst case scenario is like, we can cut this and make it flow and make it good. I don't know really what I want to do with this type of stuff yet, but
Yeah.
you can use it however you feel like you should. But I think the best way for me to do it is like, all right, I'm gonna put this on YouTube, allow people to tap in with it, and promote it on like the stuff that's pertaining to Dreamer, put it on the Dreamer page. The stuff that's pertaining to me personally, put it on my page.
Yeah.
The stuff that's pertaining to you, put it on your page, and we're promoting it to the same type of, like,
Yeah.
it's just a clip. You get a video of you talking about how your brand started.
Yeah.
Now you have that.
I just want to ask, it's like when did you realize that it was like, my shit's finally going up? It's like, when did you see like your success actually come?
I haven't seen my success necessarily.
Yeah.
I have seen growth, but I haven't seen like, oh, my success is here.
Yeah.
Like, it hasn't been that. There's still not that. Like, it's not that. My brand is not at some point to where I can reflect and be like, yeah, it's super successful. Where I've seen like, I don't know,
Like,
man. I feel what
the biggest jumps. It's like, what did you do for that to get this big old jump in your brand? It's like,
I feel like man, it's been multiple points, because at the beginning, like, I started my brand and I just had 10 t-shirts, and they were all for me and they were all large. So I was just wearing them, like, I was taking photos and I'm just wearing them like to photo shoots. So I'm like, yeah, this is my brand, this is my handwriting, the logo is my handwriting, cool, whatever. Didn't really have no intention of like selling it. So that's kind of like how it started. Sold my first t-shirt backstage at the 85 South show to my boy Sax B. He actually now has the logo tatted like right here.
Yeah.
But I didn't know him at the time. That's the first day I met him. He was like, oh yeah, bro, let you selling those? And I was like, nah, I mean, they're just mine, but I mean, you can get one. And I think I sold it to him. It was like $10 for the shirt. He wore it, told me how much he liked it. He posted it on his Instagram, like as a post and all that. And it like showed me like, oh, this, I can actually like probably sell this stuff. Like, I can actually like try to get some more shirts and push it and see if people like it. So that was like the first like shift of like, okay, I started this brand and now I'm like starting to sell. Then I was just really wearing my shirts for a while. I had got some shirts to like sell at cost for like, it was like $10, $11. And I was just selling them to like all my friends, everybody locally, my family. I had all got one. Like, it was like a pre-order type of thing. Hey, what color do you want? Hey, oh, you want, like my boy Playhouse, he got a yellow one. He's the only one ever that got a yellow Dreamer shirt with the black writing on it. So that was like what I was doing at first. Then it transitioned to where it's like, okay, I figured out this thing called Printful. I started out, I got somebody to exchange a photo shoot for him to build my website. So he built my website for me. So he taught me about Printful. And Printful is like a print-on-demand thing to where it's like you can get a nice mock-up, and let's say it'd probably be something that would be like interesting for you to try if you could figure it out. But you would get like some hoodies, since it's like it's kind of hard to buy hoodies. You don't really have much capital, but you can show a mock-up with your logo on it. You can go buy it, and they ship it from, like, it's a print on demand. So they print it at some print shop. They ship it to somebody's door. It's just for somebody to do it. So that was my first drop I did in like December of 2019. And I did that. Carlos Miller like actually ordered from my drop day, ordered like $200 worth of stuff. But I only had like probably like 8 orders. Didn't really sell much, kind of left it. Then like all of 2020, I kind of left my brand alone. I did like here and there drops of like I went to H&M, bought some crew necks and put the Dreamer logo on it, and I had maybe like 15 of them. That was like a thing of like people that bought them locally. And then I'd play with it here and there, but I didn't like really put anything into it. I didn't really be like, oh, this is my brand. This is like, we're really pushing this. I'm trying to have everybody wearing it. I wasn't in that mindset. I was more of like, yeah, bro, I got a brand. You can wear my shirt, this and that. I'll sell it, you know, that type of thing. I would tell people about it occasionally, but it wasn't something I was really like pushing.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to get more with my brand. I want people to know the message. I kind of want to show people more of my inspirational side. It's like you see me posted on Snap all the time, but it's like in my Instagram it's just dead. Mm-hmm. It's like I never really show that side. And that's really what I want to like tap into and show the whole world.
Well, this is the start of it, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, having clips of this is only the beginning.
Yeah.
And put that hoodie on though, bro. I've given you enough. Come on. Promotion with you wearing your own shit. Now you're on. This is your cameraman lacked and didn't bring his camera. So
facts.
Hold up. What is this?
What?
Okay, no, you're good. It's just lint. He's straight. Go ahead.
All right, come on.
Your cameraman was lacking, didn't bring his camera. So we're using my light, my camera, my mics.
It's your time. It's your time to shine.
So that's technically my footage.
Sheesh.
So you gotta wear my hoodie.
Come on. Let's see this.
Yeah.
Dream outfits with the gray.
That goes. Come on. That goes. Dreamer outfits with the black and the sweats. Y'all ain't even see the sweats. Stop playing.
This unreleased, man.
These are unreleased, actually.
Hey, this is hard though. Come on.
Thanks, bro.
It's so hard that like your manufacturer had to wear it before you got it.
So that's wild, actually. I'm sitting at this computer packing orders.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure I was supposed to get my hoodies yesterday. So I go to the manufacturer to like click on the tracking number to like track it to see where it's at. And on WhatsApp, on WhatsApp, you can post a story on WhatsApp, like Snapchat in a way. Yeah. So I click on WhatsApp, and like before I scroll, I just see his story, and I don't know if you can preview it. Maybe you can, or maybe you can't. I just clicked on it because usually he's like showing products, new stuff that he got. So I clicked on it. The first photo was something, and then the second photo was him wearing my hoodie in like the middle of like a bunch of people, and it was like real zoomed in. And the third picture on his thing was him wearing my hoodie in like the mountains, and it was like snowing. And I'm like, hold up, I don't even have my hoodies, bro. How are you wearing this? So I literally went to the thing, I swiped up on his thing, and I said, nice hoodie. And then I clicked on the tracking number, and it said delivered. So I'm like, I didn't get those. I went to the door, bro. All of them were at the door. And it was like 10 boxes, bro. Like stacked up, like, because I don't know how many I had ordered. It wasn't like a crazy lot, but it was like maybe like 150 pieces. So it was like 75 sweats, 75 hoodies. It wasn't like a crazy amount. But it came in 10 boxes. Mm-hmm. Like huge order. It filled up the whole like outside there. I could probably put the clip in. But it was crazy, bro.
That's funny.
But yeah. But anyway, the next jump that I had, or was talking about like a jump of the brand. Sorry that I'm kind of like,
nah, I mess with it.
I kind of like talk for a long time, but
yeah,
that's just kind of I don't know. It's gotten me here. So
Yeah.
it's gotten me this far.
Hey, the more I listen, the more I just want to, it's just like, I feel like saying something. So, we got to keep going.
I appreciate it, bro. Then I dropped slides. And I think I dropped slides, but I had only like 30 pairs of them. And
Bro, I was so close to buying those. When I saw you posted on your story for Instagram, I was so close to copping them, and I was like, "Geez,
you should have, bro."
can't."
Because now
They gone now.
they're gone, and I haven't like I'm on like my last pair of them, and they're like barely hanging on. Like it's not good, and so I dropped those and like sold them. It was the same thing, and then I had dropped, what's it called? I had dropped like thick hoodies, and it said "You gotta dream big" right here, and then on the sleeve it has this logo on the sleeve right here. So they were kind of tough, and I sold those, and then didn't drop anything for a while after that. Then came around to the beginning of the summer last year. I always wanted to do shorts, and I had a design for it, and I wanted to put my logo all over the shorts, but I didn't really know how to do it. I didn't really know, like I didn't know nothing about graphic design, nothing. So I hit up a supplier on Alibaba.
Yeah.
I had never gotten anything from overseas before. Everything was like local, so it was really expensive. Excuse me. Hit up Alibaba, and I typed in shorts because I wanted to drop shorts. It's summertime, and I was like, okay, here's a supplier. They got nice shorts. Here's the logo. I told them, hey, I want this all over the shorts. I don't have a graphic designer, so can you guys make the mock-up for me? I want it all over the shorts, like sporadic, like different sizes, and I want to do like black and white, red and white, baby blue and white, black, red and no, white and red, and black and white. So I had 5 shorts, and I said, can you make these colors? They sent me back some mock-ups. I was like, yeah, these look tough. I ordered samples of those. I liked them. I dropped my first order ever overseas. I'd say this is the short answer to that long answer that I was giving you.
Yeah.
The moment that I leveled up is the moment that I invested in myself. Because my first order was $2,500. Before that, I had never spent no bread. Everything was really pre-orders. That I was like, hey, y'all want some slides? Okay, cool. They're gonna be 30. Cash at me. They cash at me. I put the bread in my account. I ordered the slides. It took 2 months to get them. Hoodie, boom, $60. Okay, they cost me like 40 each. It was like crazy amount. Okay, cool. And then when I really said, okay, I'm gonna invest in myself and spend this $2,500 is really when the game changed for me, because I got those shorts. Everybody's seen when I started posting like how much shorts I had. It was, I think my first order was 200 shorts, and it was $2,500. And I remember I was in the studio with Young Reese. I don't know if you know who.
Yeah,
Young Reese.
I met him before.
I was in the studio with Young Reese. It was the day that I met him. He found me through Instagram, asked me to pull up to his studio session. I'm in the studio with him, and I remember double clicking on Apple Pay to pay my supplier $2,500. And I'm in like the studio. He's like rehearsing for his live show, and that was like the craziest moment for me, because like I don't have no job, nothing. I just have this bread, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to invest. Hopefully this turn into something. I had sold a couple of them, but it wasn't booming for real. I was filming for Ross at the time. We were trying, like I had started Ross's YouTube channel, and we were trying to figure out like, okay, what's the best videos for him to make? Like teach tapes, this and that. And we were just trying to figure out like how to grow it. But in that same time, it's like I'm helping him with that. He's like, well, in the meantime, like I can just be wearing your shorts. Like I'm wearing shorts in the videos anyway. So he's wearing the shorts. So it kind of helped having like, okay, he's getting 1,000 views, 10,000 views, 20,000 views, 100,000 views. Then one video we did, we went all the way to California. We drove to California. Didn't really have no plan, no place to stay. It was for the IFL. It was like Dad Boy had invited a bunch of people, like a bunch of like celebrity influencers to play in the 7-on-7. And Ross was wearing the shorts, and I had got like 5 or 6 other people to wear the shorts. And Ross is like, hey, this is my boy. Like, put the shorts on, put the shorts on. So everybody's putting on the shorts. But one of the people that put on the shorts is Mike from All American, like one of the main characters on All American, the quarterback. So he's wearing them. Adam's wearing them. Ross is wearing them. Ross's brother's wearing them. Alex is wearing them. And that was the moment I filmed a fire video. Everybody was wearing the shorts. The video did 3.1 million views on his YouTube. He had like 4,000 subscribers at the time. The video did that, and I put in the video when I edited it, like when he said something about, hey, cop the shorts, whatever, blah, blah. I put in there the website on there. So I didn't have any shorts at that time because I wasn't really capitalizing. I didn't know how to capitalize. I had maybe like 100 shorts, but they weren't like all on my website, and I didn't have my website set up the right way. So it was like a bunch of stuff that's like I didn't really get to capitalize, but I seen like a slight difference in like, oh, more people are noticing the brand, more people are trying to tap in. It wasn't a huge number, but it was like more than what I had before. So that was like the beginning of it. And now it's been just ever since like around that time, I have a lot of connections because of me taking photos and filming for 4 years. So I was using the same connections that I built with my camera to give people like, hey, I'm sending shorts to this person. Oh, this person, okay, boom, I'm taking photos of them and sending it to athletes that I know and that I met. So started to really pick up around that time. And then I'd say the biggest jump after all that was probably when Odell wore them and like posted them on his page. He didn't tag it, but he posted a photo and everybody is like, bro, I seen those shorts. Bro, that's your brand. Bro, that's this brand. Everybody in the comments tagging Dreamer Outfits, like that type of thing. And his photo got like 500,000 likes.
Yeah, I remember that.
So that helped out a lot. And then ever since then, I mean, just trying to maintain and then continue to grow and network with as many pro athletes as I can, network with as many people like you that just want to buy into the brand, like the message of it, and then trying to just make dope products. So now I'm like waiting for that next wave of like, okay, we just dropped this crazy stuff. I ran a bunch of ads. We did this, and this. So I feel like I'm entering that phase of like, this is about to be the next level. Right now it's like, yeah, I'm here, but.
Yeah, and then I feel like I'm on the same thing right now. It's like, so when I first started the brand, it was like, we knew people, and it was just, we had like the connection. Sam got the camera. I just talked to everyone, so it don't matter. So it's like, I just posted it. Everyone saw it. So it's like, we got all these connections, and I was like, bro, what are we going to do with it? And I was just trying to figure out ways how we're going to build the brand.
This is before the brand, though?
No, this is like when we literally, the night we started the brand.
Oh, okay, cool.
It was like, I was like, bro, what are we going to do? I was like, how are we going to get this off the ground? So we just made like a couple of videos in his house, and that shit was fun. It was something that I enjoyed.
Where do you see this going? Like, what is the big vision? Like, the big picture, like 10 years. This isn't just a clothing brand. Because at the end of the day, nothing is going to grow if you're just worried about, like, oh, I just got these T-shirts, trying to flip it, get everybody at school to buy it.
Yeah, bro.
I know that's not what drives you. I know that you have a bigger vision, and maybe it's not super clear to you.
Yeah, not
but
yet.
What is in your mind right now of, like, this is what I want to do?
Yeah, bro. So I have these people up here. It's like David Goggins, Kanye West. It's like everyone that's ever inspired me. I want to be just like that. Because it's like, I know so many people are looking up to them and that are just like me. It's like, bro, they want to be up here, but they don't know how to get there. So it's like, it's just, that's what I want to do. I want to be up here with everyone else that's inspiring everyone. Like, they're achieving their dreams, and I want to do the same thing.
So your goal with it is just to, but your goal with it is to inspire as many people as possible and use it.
I love inspiring. That's like,
well, it makes you feel complete. It makes you like you're fulfilling your purpose and like what God has you here for. Like, we're not here to just be like living life and just addicted to stuff and like watching TV all day, and like that's not what we're here for. We're here to empower each other. We're here to explore. We're here to grow. We're here to evolve. Like, that's what we're here for. Well, how do you evolve, bro? It's like the best way to evolve is by helping the people around you. I feel like
Yeah.
to evolve within yourself. It's like what we was talking about earlier. You can struggle with telling somebody how to do something, and then you go and you're not even listening to that advice. But
Mm-hmm.
in all honesty, that's what helps you get past that stuck stage that you're in is by giving somebody else that advice. So by empowering other people, you're empowering yourself.
Yeah, I think I'm in that stuck stage right now where I'm trying to learn so much, where it's like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going with whatever I think of. Like that's why I hit you up. I was like, bro, I just want to learn about brands. It's like so we saw the little success and we had momentum during my school year, and like I'm pretty sure you saw like the TikTok and stuff. It was like I had all that momentum, and from there I just stopped. It was like I'm gonna drop this shirt since we have the momentum. I'm gonna drop this shirt, but I wasn't keeping the grind of the content that I'm putting out. It's like they're not just buying the shirt to buy it. It's like the people before, they knew like the meaning of it. It's not like they weren't just buying it to support me. They saw the message. They were like, "Bro, that's dope." I was like, They were like, "I really mess with what you're doing." And then they saw the notes that I put in like the packaging and stuff, and they're like, "Bro, this is what I bought this for." It was like it's not for like the logo or nothing. It's like the message. It's like you're trying to inspire people our age, and you're doing it at the same age. You're like,
It's easy to get caught up in like sales and like trying to flip a shirt
yeah,
and doing stuff like that. When in reality is like the only reason you're even able to flip a shirt is because of the people that are buying into the reason why you're selling a shirt, the reason why you even have a brand, the reason why they even know you. Like they're buying into the message. You're
Yeah.
buying into when you see this. I do feel like I have something very unique because I feel like my logo looks like it could be a staple. Like you could see that on a building and be like,
Yeah.
dang, bro, that's where that spot's at, and like have like a crazy feeling about it when you get something that's your first piece and you're like, oh yeah, I got this rug in my house and like it reminds me to believe in myself. It reminds me to like dream big, but it's also this brand. The logo's cool, and it's like, oh, it looks like a staple, and like I mean, a lot of people have it tatted at this point. Like 25 people have the logo tatted. So it kind of says something about the logo itself for people willing to put that thing on their skin forever, but also the meaning behind it in the brand. Like, what is the meaning, bro? Like, believing in yourself, bro, because at the end of the day, you don't have nobody else to believe in you. You have to believe in yourself to even get up and feel like you're laying in bed and you're depressed and you get an idea of like, well, maybe I want to do this one day. You have to believe that it's even possible before you even put your feet on the ground to get up and go do that first step. Because if you're like, I probably can't do that, you're going to lay right back down in bed, flip the channel, scrolling on your phone, whatever you're doing, stuck in your habits.
Yeah, but I think
You
I
have
gotta.
you have to first believe. And when you believe that it's possible, now you're in a different level.
Yeah, I think I gotta be on the same thing. It's like, so I was doing all this. I was getting all like the attention at school, and I was like, damn, bro, like this is like a part of me making it, and that's where I gotta realize it's only the beginning. It's like my brand. I gotta listen to myself. I'm like, it's only the beginning. There's more to be done. But I just thought it was gonna keep going up from there. But it's like, nah, I gotta put in more work for it. It was like that's not all it is.
What is something that like you didn't know was gonna be a challenge when you were starting your brand? Like you can start a brand and like think, oh yeah, I just gotta get people to buy a shirt. I just gotta like make this logo. But you don't even have any clue, neither do I, as to what's like in store of like problems and that you're gonna like problems that you're gonna have to solve later on. But like, what's a problem that you're like either trying to figure out how to solve now, or like had to figure out how to solve, and you didn't even think that was a thing that you was gonna worry about. You didn't think that even came with this.
I guess it was just trying to figure out how to evolve. Like, how am I gonna get better? It's like you need people that are better than you to teach you this stuff. It's not you can figure it out on your own, but it's like I'm the type of person I ask a lot of questions to people, and that's kind of how I try to find my way like around things. You know what I mean? It's just like I didn't know that there's gonna be a point where you're gonna think like, damn, what am I gonna do to evolve? It's like, what can I do better?
Just always continuing to try to get better, because we can get attached to, oh, I'm not getting better, I'm not get like, but like, are we even trying? At the
Mhm.
end of the day, like there's things that you know you shouldn't be doing that if you wasn't doing them, you probably would be getting better. So you can look in the mirror and be like, why am I not getting better? But it's because you're not being better. You're not doing better. Like you're not choosing things that are better for you.
Mhm.
Like when you change that, it's about your action though. When you change the things that you are doing, it changes who you are. When you change what you are and like what when you change the decisions that you make in the moment, it changes like who you become in the future.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm on right now. So the moment I stopped reading daily and stopped my good habits daily, that's when I started seeing like the slight decline of like uh once you miss something, once it's gonna keep happening, keep happening, keep happening. It's just gonna build up. Or like you think it's building up. But what I'm starting to figure out is that it wasn't bad. It's just teaching me like you can't miss a day or it's gonna bite you like later on.
Yeah, but it's like it's also like don't beat yourself up over missing those days because when you focus so much on oh I'm not doing it, well now you're never gonna do it
Yeah.
because you're beating yourself up every day and then you're thinking about how far you would be along if you would have never stopped.
Yeah.
So you're caught up in that when in reality it's like take it day by day. You missed 2 days, it's okay. What can you do right now? All right, well I haven't read in 4 days, but and I'm tired, but I'm gonna read for 3 minutes today because like I'm exhausted. I just need to read a page to like pick that habit back up. And
Yeah.
oh, I can't get to it today because I'm just it's about like trying to be productive, like trying your best to take action. And that's something that I struggle with, bro. Is like I'll try to set a plan for myself, a schedule, a routine, and then fall through on it. And then now I'm not disciplined. I'm in a downward spiral of like
That's all.
being who I used to be. But in reality, it's like you got to just continue to try to evolve, bro. And it comes from your action. Like it just comes from like knowing that what you need to do in each moment and not being so attached to like, man, I need to read every day. And if I don't read, then fuck, I'm not getting no better. No, you are. You read for 10 days straight. You got better from those 10 days. And you can get better in a different way today because you didn't read. Well, what way can you get better? Can you don't always need to like read to learn. Sometimes you just need to like reflect. And that's how you learn. Think
Yeah.
about
Reflect your
yourself.
actions too.
It's
The
slept on,
actions is
bro.
everything. That's what I've been learning too. It's like all the actions that I take, they end up with me learning. Or like all the risks, really. It's all the risks that I take that end up with me learning. It's like I cut this person off. Oh, I'm learning so much more about myself now because I was focused on this other person. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's things like that. I'm starting to take more risks and learn more about myself. Where it's like, I could say I'm down here right now because me 3 months ago, I was at the peak of what I think right now. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain that. It's just 3 months ago, I thought I was at the peak of my life where I was like motivational, inspiration. It's like I was so committed to all this stuff, and then it slowly fell down because of just natural life stuff. I think I got to get better at when that stuff happens, staying consistent to my good habits because that's what made me get up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what.
But understanding like why you're doing things. You're not just doing it because like, oh, I'm like forcing myself to be better every day and like, nah, it's because it's something that you want to do. I want to read because I like reading. Like make it some like okay, let's say you like eating M&Ms, right?
Yeah.
Are you gonna stop eating M&Ms when your life gets hard? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You like watching YouTube video. You like watching a certain YouTuber. Are you gonna stop watching their video? Why do we stop doing the things that are good for us when life gets hard?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We always do that.
Yeah.
Why not stop the things that are bad for you? It's because we're looking for easy ways out. And it's not an easy way out when life is kind of hectic and then you also have to put yourself through stressful situations like forcing yourself to read, forcing yourself to go to the gym, forcing yourself to eat healthy. It's stressful. For what? This shouldn't be so stressful. We need to understand and like rewire our brain to be attracted to doing things that are gonna help us get better and help us feel better. Because when you read, it's not like it's not like on a linear scale. I don't know if I'm even saying this right. It's not even like on a scale to where like you can track this is how much better I got and it's because I read. It's not always about that. It's about hey, I read 5 minutes ago and I feel amazing right now. Hey, I just went to the gym this morning and I feel good right after my workout, and it helps me clear my mind. That's what we need to do it for. Not for like, I need to go to the gym because I'm trying to get swole and like, no, it's work out and work out hard because that's what you, like you need to be disciplined, and that's like, you do have that goal of like, I want to get swole, but like in the action, you don't always think about, oh, I'm trying to get swole, so that's why I'm in the gym, because that's not a big enough reason. The reason and the purpose is like how it's gonna make you feel right now, how it's gonna help you, and think about the benefits long term, but also think about the short term benefits and the micro benefits of reading. When you wake up and you read in the morning, your mind is now clear from what you read. Like, you read that and now you're entering your day with a whole new mindset that if you would have just watched TV and went to sleep and then haven't read for 30 days straight, you're gonna be like in a way different headspace versus if you would have read one chapter today, because now your mind is thinking in a different realm. You know what I'm saying? And this is it's crazy. I'm telling you this, and I need to read way more. I haven't read in like probably 6 months. I haven't picked up a book. And well, that's not true, but I haven't like consistently picked up a book in 6 months. I haven't like read through for 10 days, 20 days. I've like read for 3 days, whatever. I need to listen to it more than anything. But that's the real of it. Is like, we need to find that benefit in that. But
yeah, I got to start finding more things to do that'll elevate me. I think that's where I got to go to. Because it's like, the stuff that I've been doing lately, it's been fun. I think I've been more just because it's summer and all that. It's like, okay.
I'm just making, bro, I'm sorry, I'm quality checking.
Nah, you're good. I like that.
I'm trying to make sure that it ain't, I thought it was a thing hanging off of it. Like, there's one right here too. Oh, that's a bad one.
Dang, man, I don't know about that. Nah, that's just
okay. Pakistan, if you're watching this.
Pakistan got a kid. Them kids got to work harder, man.
Now I gotta cut this part out. That's crazy. Why would you say that?
Oh, that's almost.
It's all good, bro. We can close this out though, cause it's 9 o'clock already.
Is it?
Yes.
It's getting late.
It was good though. It was really good. I appreciate you. I had to get comfortable. Nah, I think you did get comfortable as we was going, but you'll get comfortable the next time we shoot, and then the next time we shoot, and the more that your brand grows, and the more that you go through, and then you graduated high school, and now you're working on your brand full time. I say, advice if I could give you unasked for advice, you don't have to work. Like, you don't have no job, nothing. You're just in school.
Nah, I just do side things like cleaning windows and shit. No, like.
Is that something like you have to do to like pay a bill, or like are you in a situation to where?
Nah, I just do it for myself, so listen, my family don't gotta pay for nothing.
Okay. So, give you some unasked for advice. Lock in on your school stuff. But as like an entrepreneur that you're trying to become, school isn't going to help you do that necessarily. Don't drop out of school. I'm not saying you would. Like, finish school, try hard with it, but put a lot of focus, because you have an advantage right now that you have connections to all these people that are at your school. Every day you're being put in front of them.
Yeah.
Grow your brand and invest as much as you can. Every extra dollar that you have, even if it's like, oh, I can only buy one more t-shirt, buy that one more t-shirt. Go hand it to somebody at your school. Go do as much as you possibly can while you're at school, because you're only going to have one moment to be in that situation. And when you hit real life and now you can't do your brand full time because you haven't really put in enough time for it, and it's not paying your bills full time. I don't know how much you really need. I'm not doing it full time, and my brand is like doing well financially, but like not well enough for me to only do my brand. So while you don't have to go work a job and like worry about, oh, I got to pay this bill and I got to put this money here and do this, like this school year, lock in and connect with every single person at school. Don't go and like try to be cool and click up and do this and that. Be cool with everybody. Literally the lamest kid at school and the coolest kid at school, like, be of value to everybody, but push your brand as much as possible, and like put every dollar in it, focus 100%, because when that school ends, 99.999% of those people you'll never see again. You might see for the first year, 2 years you get out, but
Yeah.
make it to where they all remember you. But they're also still all in tune with you.
Yeah.
And everybody is like locked in with the brand. You feel me? Everybody. Be the first one to level up.
Yeah.
Like level up past everybody. Get the people that are trying to elevate with you, like Sam, and everybody that's not trying to elevate with you, separate from them. And it's not that you have to be weird. Like I said, be cool with everybody, but elevate so high up while you're there that like it's an easy transition when you're done with school, because it's like, oh yeah, I don't even go to school. Now I only do OTB stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like have that transition and use this as a stepping stool. Don't look at it like, oh, I'm in school so I can't work on my brand. No, you can.
Yeah, bro.
Go there and fucking finish your test and start planning stuff for your brand. Start editing content when you can. You can have CapCut on your phone. Like, do everything you possibly can. Everything you possibly can. No excuses. Fuck homework. I got homework for OTB.
Yeah.
That's what you got to think about.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Because like me, I'm having to figure out, like, I got to pay this. I got to handle this and do this. And it gets hard, bro.
Yeah.
You don't want to make no excuses. I'm not making no excuses now. But I know if I would have did this in high school and had what you have and have this mindset, I would approach everything so different. And you are in that position, and I feel like you started way younger than me, and you have like a similar impact. Because the people that I went to high school with are the same people that have my logo tatted, that are the people that's like, man, I'm so inspired. They buy everything that I drop. These are the people that's going to know you forever. Most people is like they stay in their clique, and then they grow, and then they have their work friends and this and that. Yours is different. You have a brand, you have a way to impact people, you have a way to like draw everybody in. Something that I did myself, but like way after high school. So I don't have nearly as much reach. I only have the people that I kept in contact with. You, it's different. Connect with everybody, every class. You're not in that class, I don't know that kid, it's cool. Hey bro, you heard of OTB? Hey, it's my brand, this is what we do, blah, blah, blah. Go crazy. I'm looking forward to seeing it, bro.
Me too, man. This year's gonna be crazy.
It
I'm
definitely
telling you.
is. It definitely is. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
How the fuck I woke up dreaming, reality looking better. I'm getting rid of these demons, my dreams ain't really deceiving. Hey, it's no saving, you want it back, gotta crave it. Baby, I feel like David, my mind is healthy, I know it, my mind is better, I show it.